sixth time trying to go live. Keeps on getting no sound. I don't know if you guys can hear me, so I gotta wait to see if somebody shows up. But anyways, I did this, just did this charcoal drawing on illustration board, and I sealed it with this workable fixative. I did it with a charcoal pencil, woodless, so there's no wood in this pencil compared to this pencil has wood with the smudgers. So I just put it on there and I smudge it in. This is the first one I did in 8 years, so it says what it is. Now I got to wait till somebody shows up in this live to see if they can hear me or not. Sorry to anybody that's watching this and you're bored. Well, I just got to wait. I hear you. That's what I was asking you last time, Rick. I don't know if you heard me. Okay, thanks. Eva, Rick's the moderator. I said I have to draw the thing on this way, so I asked you if I can have my camera that way, but I don't care. I can do it either which way. I'm just going to be painting it on sideways. It's easier for me to do it the other way, but I understand your point. Some people like to watch this stuff on their TVs, so this is better this way when they're watching it on TVs or computer screens. So I don't care. But I'm sick of trying to turn my phone off and on dead times. Yeah, I know. I don't really like it when people do it on vertical either, because you can't really watch it on your TV or on your computer screens. The lives. So, shout out to Ben Studio on the lake. I don't know if anybody's going to be here, but Just Carve Rob's trying to get in here. Spike's busy playing his video games. So this is done with the charcoal pencils. And I gave it the fixative, workable fixative. And it's not smooth. So this fixative acts like fake teeth in the paper. So it grabs your whatever you're doing. Now, who else is here? Is that Spike or is that Rob? I agree with you about the vertical. I got the widescreen. The vertical is, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's vertical for watching on TVs or your computer screen doesn't work well. And lots of my people, I can see by if I go into my studio, that lots of people watch my videos on their TVs. But this is not Carving Fusion. This is painting whatever, something by a silly painter. Somebody that tries to pretend they know what they're doing. So this is all sealed. It won't smudge anymore. This stuff works good. I did this before on my it was like a clear coat, not this stuff, but it was just a clear coat, and it made it go really dull. But the colors, the black color stayed, made it go really light gray, but the black colors stayed. This is anyways, what I got here are the inktense pencils. They're like watercolor pencils. You put them on, you draw your thing on, then you get a wet paintbrush, and then you do whatever you want to do. Now, I can't draw anything. I would have to print something or draw something beforehand and put it on here and trace it, but I didn't do that. So we're just going to leave this real simple. Just got to decide what color we're going to use. What I'm going to do is kind of like my whoosh. It will be more of this stuff, but over top of it, and this will be translucent. You'll still be able to see the background. Now, it just depends what color I'm going to use to do it. So, what do you think, Eva, Rick? think I could do a heart. It will be this way though. That's why I wanted to film in vertical. So it's always in the camera. So I'll have to keep on moving this. So it'll be like whoosh, up this way. Or it's not going to be hard. It's just going to be whoosh, some wind going up there. I call it spirit. If there are clouds, then blue and orange fit. Would blue and orange fit? Yeah, well, I got a teal here. Spike was saying teal. I got a teal and I got see these inktense pencils too, they've come up with their own names. So this is teal green. Or I got a blue. And one's the orange? This is chili red. This kind of looks like orange. But this is poppy red, but it kind of looks like orange. So, hey Perry. So what do you think about these two colors, teal and this poppy red? This is the colors, but they're not exactly like that color. Just paint there are two different tints of, just like that paint. Yeah, there are 20 different tints of the white. Hi Perry, thanks for coming. So I think I'll start the outline with the teal. I think these two, me and Spike just went over these two colors go hand in hand, actually. Did you see that eagle painting that I did, Rick, on this channel? Like I got a canvas and I smeared all the paint on with the canvas and I painted the eagle with my fingers. So I think I'm just gonna, this is just to show that you can paint over top of the, it's on this channel, that eagle thing. I did it live. This is just to show that you can paint over top of charcoals, really. So I think I'm not going to make this too crazy. I think I'll just kind of do a nice wind line up here. I call it spirit line. So let's see here. Let me just kind of open up my imagination, because once it's on there, it's on there. Like this. How's that? I know it's hard for you to see that, but so it'll be just like that. Can you see those lines in there? Probably not. It's right here. I'll thicken them up a bit. Why I like using these pencils, because, well, they're translucent. It's just like you can get watercolor, just watercolor paint. And use that. But these give you a nice sharp line on the outside. That's why I like using them. I'm trying to make them darker for you, Rick, or everybody here. So can you see it now? It goes like this. All right, let me sharpen this pencil. Actually, this is just my kind of art. it works for me. I can't sell it. Nobody will buy this, but it doesn't matter. I'm not painting it or drawing it painting for somebody to try and sell it. I'm just doing it because it's what I like to do. It brings me peace. I'm not going to put that orange red and that color in there yet. I'm just going to get this started. Because if you mix two colors together, well, they say it looks like mud. It resembles the mud color. Put another one in here. I never knew that you drew with charcoal pencils before, Evil. You had some good information for old heavy hands. So you can see there, you got two outside lines, and it goes like this, like that. Just something real simple. Now you need to get a paintbrush and get your paintbrush wet and start blending these, working these colors in. I got a little thing of water here and a little paintbrush. I'm not sure if this is the one that I really want to use, but I'll try it out. Normally I'd have music going. But I'm doing this live so I can't. I didn't do much of charcoal painting, Rick says. I played with some. Man, the comments don't stay on these lives enough to be able to read them. So you see how that's blending in there nice? They say these inktense colors they're rich. I wish I was rich, but I'm not. Spike's playing that game. What's it called? I used to play it when it first came out. Something to do with Valhalla. That spy game. You're a spy and you run around killing people and shit. I forget the name of it. You just told me to. You busy with the biker community online, Evil? I know you had some friends that had biker YouTube channels you helped them out with. See how translucent that is? All the time. I'm the mod. You're the moderator for quite a few channels. Wow, cool. That probably keeps you busy and you enjoy doing it. I'll have to tune in to one of the channels one time. So I don't know if this color here was the right color to choose. But it's all right. We'll get some of that red in there too. This is more like a girlish probably thing that you could give to a girl. Just about making your lines smooth too. I'm leaving some space in there to put some of the red. just about man, I've wasted so much money on different types of art things. That's why I started my YouTube channel. Try and help people not waste money. I'm plugged up too because I heard that wood spirit video yesterday. I wasn't wearing my dust mask. All right. So you see how translucent that is? Maybe I should get the heat gun out, dry it up a bit before we put the orange because it'll have less chance of it blurring out. Where's my heat gun? Buried in a drawer of paint. So like the thing with this, I call these lines like spirit lines, like somebody's spirit's going. Whoosh. But you got a heat gun here. Then you could spray that fixative on here. And then go over top of it with cherry blossoms or something, which I could do on this video. I don't care. So you see how translucent that is? So where's that red? Where did I put it? I just had it. Here it is. So they say this is poppy red. This color, poppy red. Just get a little bit in there. We don't want this to turn like mud. Do we, Evil Rick? It's kind of nice having a channel with nobody talking in there. All right, then we'll go like this right up here. I don't have my color book around where I could tell what colors blending these two colors together would be. All right. 5 people in here, 4 thumbs up. That's pretty good. This channel does better for thumbs up than my other channel. All right, we'll get some water on this brush and this kind of try not to kill these colors. It's hard to see with this lighting. Get it wet. Just bleed her out. quiet. Spreading that color out. Now you can use this stuff in shit. You can use this stuff in I don't know what I was gonna say. Put a little bit more right here, some right here. Oops, it's still wet. What's that dot on there? I think I'm going to dry this off, spray it with that workable fixative stuff, and paint some cherry blossoms on here. That kind of looks squarish right there to me. So just get that green pen, Inktense. So there. Do I like those colors on this? Not 100%. No, I don't. But that's fine. What did Perry ask, Evil Rick? These are basically, they say they're ink pens, but they're basically watercolor pencils, to be honest, I think. Boy, do I feel stupid. Feel stupid for what, Perry? So that's that. Get your heat gun, dry her up. That's right. Evil Rick says the only stupid question was the one that was never asked. Shit. Perry's an old war veteran. Rick, well, not old, but he's been to war. He got injured. Now, I wonder if I could put some white in there. Probably not. Sure, it's all dry. But you see those pencils? Like, I'm not the big fan of those colors, but that's all right. It's kind of dull there. Where's that pen? Where's my paintbrush gone? So here's a perfect example. These were dry. Still bleed them out. Oops, I went outside the thing. See that? And right here. Well, they're not really that dry. They're air air gun dry. Whatever, heat gun dry. Don't really like. Shit. You could do the whole thing with this. When I was planning homes, I always told the customer I was colorblind when they asked me about color. Oh, when you're painting the houses, don't ask me. I'm colorblind. That's a good thing to say. So if you recommend a color for them and then they don't like the color at the end, you can say, "Well, I told you I was colorblind. You pick the color." That's good. You could do this whole thing with this. Have that background, whatever you want to do. Like, I'm not a fan of these colors, but that's fine. I think I'm gonna give a quick blast with this spray stuff here. I'll plug my nose and open my window. Don't worry. So then I could paint some cherry blossoms on here or something. Sure brings the colors of that out more. Okay, I gotta plug my nose for a few minutes. It's hard to see on video, but the colors really pop. This stuff doesn't take long to dry. So the thing is, what color do I make the cherry blossoms? That's the real question. White, dark, inquiring minds want to know. What colors do you think? What color do you think, Perry? I'm just doing one color. I'm processing. I think the only thing that you're going to see is white. I'll just do like maybe two cherry blossoms and a couple cherry blossoms leaves floating in the wind. Light green. That's probably because that's the only color that you see right here. What do you say, Evil Rick? I got the white right here. Yeah, the first one you saw, the light green. I'm missing some colors. I guess I'm gonna have. Oh, here's another lighter green. This one's like lime. What do they call this? Sherbet lemon. This is sherbet lemon. Has to be a light color. I don't know. I'm just thinking white. I don't really have everything else is too kind of dark. I don't think that green would go good. Personally, no offense, Perry, but the white. Yeah, let's choose the white. Now these I could change these colors, make them all look like poo color. I could also put some white highlights in here too. Give it some more so you can see it better. So you see it. Yeah, the white. So I think that stuff's dry enough. I know I'm rushing this, but let's do this. Cherry blossom, boom. Or let's do a dogwood or whatever. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals. Boom, whoosh, boom, boom, whoosh, boom, boom, whoosh, boom, boom, whoosh. Oops, boom. That's why these my flowers look like dogwoods. So there's one here, maybe just one. I don't really want to spend too much time on this anymore since I don't like those green and orange, that green and orange color for this piece. Screwed up that petal. Nice. All my shit's screwed up. It's just the way she goes. Now I bet you I can erase that if I can find my eraser pencil. Where did my eraser pencil go? Here it is. And look at that. I'm not used to being able to erase the stuff like this. That's better. There you go. So, a couple cherry blossom petals flying in the wind because this is wind. Put another one down here. So that might be enough. Arts and they say arts and odd numbers. 1, 2. The flower itself, 2 petals. Now we can also give it some white highlights where this orange meets the blue. Will kind of, I think it will kind of act like part of the cherry blossom. It's in there too, in the wind too. I think actually, I think the whole outside, put some white on the outside of it. Not all of it, just some of it. So it shows up so you can see it better. Right here, especially. Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, 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 yeah. No, yeah, 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 yeah. No. All right. Get your paintbrush and start getting that. Let's start off with the cherry blossom petals. Just get the stuff wet. Oops. Not that wet. We just want these cherry blossoms to be like a ghost. They're hard to see. Just blending that white in. You don't. You can keep the solid white lines. You don't have to blend it in. But for that, I like to use a pen. What's going on over here? Maybe that fixative stuff wasn't proper. Well, I'm sure it wasn't properly dry yet. It's okay. We're not here to try and impress anybody. That's for sure. All right, got this white one right here. We want to blend it away from the orange. Just barely want to be able to see the white. And if you don't get it wet enough, you'll see little dots where it's like dry ink. Like around the edge of that this petal right here. But that's all right. It kind of says what it shows what it is. When is enough enough? When is enough enough? I don't know when and what. I guess enough is enough when you think it's done. This inktense not working the best on top of this fixative stuff too, but it's still working. Get rid of those little white dots in there. You know, you can get your paintbrush wet, then you can touch it on the pencil to get some ink onto your pencil. You don't have to put it on the paper itself or whatever. Okay, so we want to go away from the, I guess we don't have to go away from the orange with this white, but you can't even see it there. Blend it out. Try and follow your lines, I think. Come over and do this side. right? These flower petals. Get them wet. Like I said, these cherry blossoms are this whole stuff, this whole whoosh, stuff is like ghostly stuff. That's why I always call it spirit. I like to think of it as my mother's spirit. When you get little puddles on there, that's when it's time for me. Well, it's time for me to. I don't want to act like I know what I'm talking about, but it's time for me to wipe my paintbrush. It's a little bit too wet. Now, I like these colors better now since I put these white flowers on there, but still, I'm not a huge fan of them. That's all right. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean somebody else won't like it. Clean that up. One more petal to do. I wonder what color I should do the center of that flower. Maybe that yellow color. I have had these ink pencils for like, I don't know, 8 years. Maybe it's time. They probably have some new colors out. Maybe I should buy some new colors, more colors, because I'm going to be painting a lot more this winter. Wood carving's just so loud and so dusty. Even with this table, dust collector table, it's still dusty. See something over here I gotta fix. Fix it when you see it. All right, it's pretty well done, I think. Yeah, this I should have let this spray stuff that I put on there dry properly. It's kind of making it so this. It's kind of like putting water on top of oil right now. It's kind of making like little pools. You guys probably can't see, but no patience, Johnson. Cherry blossom looks pretty good, I think. Now I got a well, I do got a gray pencil, a gray little felt. It has a glossy appearance. I got a gray little felt pen. I can do some real big highlights on it with the gray felt pen. Just reblending in some more of this paint where it's a little bit pooly. Like, what's that there? That's not right. Got to make sure it's all smooth. I think that's good enough. Let's see here. Oops. See how those flowers are like a ghost? We got petal down here. I don't know. I think it's good enough for me. Maybe I could that sure went pretty greeny, eh, Rick? It looks a lot more green than it does blue. Well, on camera it looks blue, but in real life it looks greeny. More green. Maybe should I don't have any yellow, or I'd put yellow in the center of that flower. I don't know. That's it. That's what I got. Where is that blue? Let me see here. What color is this? Black. We don't want black. I think this is dark blue. I don't know. This looks like dark blue to me. I think I'd like to put some blue in here. This stuff's really greeny. Yeah, it's done when you say it's done. That's right. I'm going to put some darker blue on the this dark blue on the outsides of it, because it's not done. Just like Evo Rick said, it's not done till you say it's done, right, Rick? He said that in the comments for people that can't read the comments. So I just sharpened it. Let's do that. Who cares? Let's get a nice thick outline on this sucker. I should have, like, this is my brighter light right here. This should be on the other side because I'm left-handed. Because doing this, it's hard to friggin' see what's going on because of the shadows. Shit. It's not done till you say it's done. That gives it some better, let you see it better. Paintbrush, need a paper towel. Start fading that out again. Oh, there it goes. There it pops. When is enough enough? I'm happier with that now, but it's pretty dark. Probably pretty boring. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So, to put any up here. All right, flip it over. Oops. Oh, just get this whole outside wet here. Sometimes you got to push the colors over. What's going on there? Well, I like the edges to be super sharp. That's why they call it inktense, because these colors are super intense. If you just saw what happened with that blue I just opened up. So cherry, oops, I painted over top of that cherry blossom leaf down there. It's all right. I'm having a problem seeing these colors with the reflection of the light. I gotta. That's better. Not that you guys can really see what's going on. Now I need to dry this off and redraw that cherry blossom petal on quickly. Where'd my paintbrush go? Like, oh, well, here's this one. That's good. Anyways, I'm going to call that done. I'll take the camera off the tripod, show you guys. So you probably see. I don't know. I don't like the colors, but that's fine. Maybe some of you guys will try it. These Inktense pencils work good for wood carvings too. If you want to get highlights, you can put them on. Like say if there's a high point, you can put it on there and get your wet brush and then blend it out. That's it. See how it's translucent? I should have just did white. White's the safe color, or black. Even black's translucent. Thanks, Rick. Rick asked, Jordy, have you tried one of those under the cabinet lights? You get them 18 inches long. Might eliminate the shadows. I know I haven't. I had one on my last table, a little LED one, Rick, but I never used it. I myself don't like LED lighting for these videos. You know, the colors on this aren't the best, but at least it showed you how to do it. They're not that bad. It's better since I put that darker blue on, for sure. Anyways, that's going to be it. Thanks, Perry. Thanks, Evo Rick. Nobody else is really commenting on here, especially maybe White now that I'm looking to agree. Yeah, so that's going to be it for this one. I got to go make some dinner. What are you having for dinner? What did you have for dinner, Evo Rick? You can get the lights in daylight color. Yeah, just the LEDs. If I'm going to be doing more painting here on this desk, I'll be getting some better lighting. That's for sure. Because I couldn't really see what I was doing with those colors in that. Try it out, Perry. It's quiet. You like painting? Oh, there's two Perrys in here. The Perry M4M. Hey, Perry. How's it going? Both the Perrys are here and the Evo Rick. She hasn't, your wife hasn't fed you yet. Hey, why did it just go like that? Anyways, that's going to be it. That's lots of live for today. 2 hours. But yep, it is what it is. Thanks, Evo Rick. And we'll chat to everybody later on. I'll conceal this and call it sign it and call it done. I'm out of here.